Hello, my name is Joseph Thedford, and this presentation is going to be over the spread of misinformation online, particularly via social media. In 2020, in the society that we live in now, technology has become crucial for most of our lives, if not all of our lives. Particularly in these times, for college students, we use technology for basically everything from getting assignments done to communicating with family to just in general staying connected overall. And one thing that's happened with the rise in popularity of social media over time that we have seen is a growth in misinformation online as well. And this comes in different forms. It can be a tweet, just a fake tweet, or someone impersonating someone else, or even a Facebook post claiming something that is completely untrue and providing evidence that isn't even real, for example. But it comes in many different shapes and sizes. And one thing that's happened is that with the growth of social media, this has naturally skyrocketed as well to the point of every day you're seeing stuff on your feed that isn't true. And in a 2017 study done by Alessandro Bessi on the statistical properties of viral misinformation in social media, it was found that over time, these types of posts have followed an exponential growth pattern. And this graph here shows over time it has consistently grown and shown no signs of decreasing at all. And many of these these increases can be attributed to breaking news or events that happened in particular times that lead to spikes in this. But over time, with millions more users joining these platforms every day, the amount of misinformation is only increasing. And these accounts are able to reach large amounts of people because these apps have millions of users on them scrolling through them. And there really hasn't been any completely successful way to stop this yet. People can report things, and some apps are working on things like fact checkers or just people working to eliminate this kind of stuff. But there has been no successful method proposed yet. One reason that these sorts of fake news can become so viral is that people sort of buy into the concept of echo chambers. And these echo chambers are pretty much the concept of users only following accounts or outlets that adhere to their interests, or whether that be political or sports or anything, really. And Peter Tornberg did a study on this concept in 2018 on echo chambers and viral misinformation, and he attributed this concept to humans' proneness to, quote, cluster together into tribes that comfort us with reinformation and protect us from disagreement. And this seems like a logical explanation. Like, I, for example, follow many accounts that are related to things that I like. I don't really follow anything that I'm not interested into, so I only see things that promote my interests. And it's a regular concept. I'm sure anyone viewing this likely follows news outlets that promote whatever their interests are. And this has also allowed for a gateway to appear for certain individuals to have a voice and gain a massive following on social media, whether it be YouTube or Facebook, and have an influence. And this can potentially be negative because people buy into these echo chambers and can have their opinions potentially negatively influenced by people who don't have their best interests at all. And the effects of this misinformation online, just in general, whether it be an influencer or a random person, can be large. They can be small, but they can also affect people personally and also potentially inflict harm. In recent history, it has affected the United States as a whole. Hunter Alcott and Matthew Ginskow wrote an article in 2017 titled "Social Media and Fake News in the 2016 Election," and they described how the average American saw at least one article depicting fake information about one of the candidates prior to the 2016 election in which Donald Trump won. And just goes to show how misinformation can affect people on a widespread scale. I mean, that affected millions of people, and not definitely, but potentially affected the outcome of the election. And in times of emergency, misinformation can particularly be threatening. People often go to social media for updates on breaking news or just in general any information that might help them in times like current times that we're currently going through. There's a lot of lies being spread around about numbers and things like that. But in an emergency, it can particularly affect many lives. And an article in 2019 was written about this by Kyle Hunt, Paneet Argalwan, and Jun Zhuang, tracking storms of misinformation amid disasters. And in this article, they describe the concept of machine tracking programs for computers, which can filter tweets or information during these times, and they can be used to weed out lies that could potentially harm people. And this type of concept, if it's implemented on a widespread scale, could possibly be used to permanently get rid of false information, but we haven't seen that yet. As far as this is related to communication, it is directly related to communication. Social media serves as a platform for communication with other people, and it also promotes more communication by providing information that people react to all the time. And basically, with the information from this presentation, it's important to, going forward, just be cautious and take extra steps to verify credibility and accuracy of the information you see online before going and spreading this or using this information in your own life without knowing the consequences if it's not even true. Thank you.